Jordan slammed the door of her sprawling Manhattan penthouse, the echo reverberating through the marble halls like a gunshot. Her triplets, 3 rambunctious 4-year-olds, had just driven away yet another nanny, this one lasting a mere 6 hours before fleeing in tears, babbling about demon children and impossible demands. But the real shock hit when Jordan glanced at her phone. A text from her conservative mother. "I heard about the latest failure. Time to find a proper wife, dear. The family legacy can't survive your choices." Jordan's heart raced as she paced the living room, the city skyline mocking her from the floor-to-ceiling windows. How much longer could she keep this charade? At 32, she was the CEO of a tech empire worth billions. But her personal life was a fortress of secrets. Being a lesbian in a family that prized tradition above all else meant constant vigilance. Her parents, pillars of high society, had no idea about her orientation. They still pushed blind dates with eligible bachelors, oblivious to the nausea it induced in her. The triplets, conceived via IVF from an anonymous donor, were her joy and her shield, a way to fulfill the family expectation without the mess of a husband. But raising them alone was crumbling her resolve. "I can't keep hiring straight-laced nannies who expect a perfect nuclear family," she muttered to herself, sinking into the leather couch. "They see the chaos and run, but they don't see me, the real me, trapped in this gilded cage." The agency had promised this next candidate was different. Jocelyn Harper, 28, with glowing references from unconventional families. Jordan skimmed the bio again, experience with multiples, creative discipline methods, and openly queer. That last detail made her pause. "Great, just what I need," she thought bitterly. "Someone who might see through my facade." But desperation won out. The interview was set for tomorrow. As she tucked the kids into bed that night, their innocent faces stirring a pang of guilt, Jordan wondered if hiring Jocelyn would be her salvation or her undoing. Would this woman understand the weight of secrets? Or would she expose the cracks in Jordan's carefully constructed life? Morning came too soon, the triplets already wreaking havoc in the kitchen. Cereal scattered like confetti. Jordan straightened her blouse, projecting the image of unflappable success. The doorbell rang and there stood Jocelyn, a box of homemade cookies in hand, her smile warm and unassuming. "Hi, I'm Jocelyn. Thought these might help break the ice with the kids, I mean." Jordan's breath caught. Jocelyn's green eyes held a knowing spark, her auburn hair framing a face that radiated quiet strength. "Come in," Jordan said, her voice steadier than she felt. As Jocelyn knelt to greet the triplets, who surprisingly didn't immediately rebel, Jordan's mind whirled. Why does she feel so familiar? Like she could unravel everything I've hidden. The interview unfolded in the sunlit playroom, toys strewn about like landmines. Jocelyn didn't flinch at the mess. Instead, she engaged the kids with a story about magical cookies that tamed wild beasts. The triplets giggled, a rare sound in this tense home. Jordan watched, a mix of envy and intrigue bubbling inside. "You've handled tough cases before?" she asked, trying to keep it professional. Jocelyn nodded, her gaze direct. "Yeah, families with secrets, pressures from society. I get it. Being different in a world that demands conformity." Jordan's pulse quickened. Did she know? No, impossible. But as they talked, Jocelyn shared snippets of her own life. Coming out in a small town, the backlash from family, the freedom found in New York. "It costs me relationships, but authenticity is worth the pain," she said softly. Jordan felt a crack in her armor. "My family. They expect perfection. The triplets are everything to me, but the nannies keep quitting because they can't handle the energy, or maybe my expectations." It was a half-truth masking the deeper fear. That her queerness would taint her children's future in her parents' eyes. Jocelyn leaned in, her voice empathetic. Kids sense tension. Maybe it's not just them. Maybe it's the unspoken stuff weighing you down. Jordan deflected, but inside turmoil raged. She's too perceptive. Hiring her means risking exposure, but firing her means more isolation. By midday, the decision loomed. The triplets clung to Jocelyn, munching cookies. Their usual defiance melted away. "You're hired," Jordan blurted, regretting the impulsiveness immediately. As Jocelyn smiled, a genuine connection sparking between them, Jordan thought, "This could be the start of something real, or the end of my carefully guarded world." The first day passed in a blur, Jocelyn's presence a soothing balm. She organized games that channeled the kids' energy, leaving Jordan time to breathe. But in quiet moments, their conversations deepened. Why tech? Jocelyn asked over lunch. Control, Jordan admitted. In business, I dictate terms. Life's not so easy. Jocelyn's laugh was light, but her eyes held understanding. Control's an illusion. Sometimes letting go brings freedom. That evening as the sun set, Jordan's mother called. Who's this new nanny? I hope she's not one of those alternative types. Jordan's stomach nodded. She's professional, Mom. But hanging up, doubt crept in. What if Mom finds out about Jocelyn's orientation? What if she suspects mine? The conflict gnawed at her. The pull toward authenticity versus the push of familial duty. Jocelyn, overhearing snippets, offered a cookie. Rough call. Jordan nodded, vulnerability slipping through. Family expectations, they're suffocating. Jocelyn's touch on her arm was brief, electric. You're not alone in that. As night fell, Jordan lay awake, replaying the day. Jocelyn had survived. Not just the triplets but pierced Jordan's defenses. This attraction. It's dangerous. But for the first time I don't feel so isolated. Little did she know, this higher would ignite a chain of events, forcing choices that could shatter her world. The weeks blurred into a rhythm, Jocelyn's presence weaving into the fabric of Jordan's life like an unexpected thread. Mornings started with laughter instead of chaos, the triplets thriving under her creative care. Art projects turning tantrums into triumphs. But for Jordan, it was the evenings that stirred unrest. They'd share wine on the balcony, city lights twinkling below, conversations dipping into personal waters. My parents disowned me after I came out, Jocelyn confessed one night, her voice steady but laced with old pain. Said I was choosing sin over family. Jordan's grip tightened on her glass. That's cruel. Mine. They don't know. Can't know. Inside she battled envy. Jocelyn's freedom hard-won versus her own cage of silence. Why hide? Jocelyn asked gently, not pushing but probing. Jordan hesitated, the words tumbling out. The empire, it's tied to the family name. Scandals could tank stocks and the kids. Society's judgmental enough without adding fuel. But the truth gnawed deeper. Fear of rejection, of losing the only family she had left. Her parents' annual gala loomed, a reminder of expectations. They want me to bring a date, a man, she admitted. Jocelyn's eyes softened. And what do you want? The question hung unanswered. As Jordan retreated to her office, heart pounding. I want her. But wanting means risking everything. Tensions escalated when Jordan's ex-assistant, bitter from a recent firing, leaked rumors online. Billionaire Jordan hires queer nanny. Family values at stake? The post went viral in conservative circles, her phone buzzing with concerned texts from board members. Handle this, one demanded. Jordan's mind raced. Deny, deflect, or confront? She confronted Jocelyn instead. Did you tell anyone? Accusation sharpened her tone. Jocelyn's face fell. Of course not. This hurts me too. Being reduced to a label. Guilt flooded Jordan. I'm sorry. It's just, my world is crumbling. In that moment their hands brushed, a spark igniting unspoken desire. We're in this together, Jocelyn whispered. But togetherness brought complications. The triplets adored Jocelyn, calling her Aunt Jo. Blurring lines. One afternoon as they baked more cookies, flour dusting their faces, Jordan watched from the doorway, a warmth spreading she hadn't felt in years. This feels like family, she thought, terrifying in its implications. Her mother visited unannounced that day, her critical eye scanning the penthouse. The children seem settled. Who's responsible? Jordan introduced Jocelyn, tension thick. She's excellent. Her mother's smile was tight. As long as she knows her place. Later alone Jordan seethed. Her place? Like mine, hidden, compliant. The internal storm peaked at a charity event. Jordan attended solo as always, fielding questions about her single status. A handsome investor flirted aggressively, her discomfort mounting. You need a partner to balance that power, he leered. Escaping to the balcony, she texted Jocelyn. Wish you were here. The reply. I am in spirit. That night back home, Jocelyn waited up. Rough evening. Jordan broke, tears flowing. I can't pretend anymore. But coming out means losing them, the family, the legacy. Jocelyn pulled her close, a hug turning tender. Losing a lie might gain you truth. Their lips met briefly, a kiss born of vulnerability, pulling back before it deepened. Jordan's mind screamed, "This is betrayal to my family, to myself." But it feels right. The next day, regret mingled with resolve. Jordan's father called, voice stern. "Rumors about your nanny. Fix it or we'll intervene." Panic surged. Intervene? Like cutting me off. She confronted Jocelyn. "We can't. This." Hurt flashed in Jocelyn's eyes. "Because of them? Or because you're scared?" The argument escalated, words like weapons. "I'm protecting us," Jordan yelled. "No, you're hiding," Jocelyn retorted, storming out. Alone with the triplets, Jordan crumbled. "I've pushed away the one person who sees me. For what? Approval I'll never get." Reconciliation came slowly. Jocelyn returned for the kids, professionalism masking pain. But in quiet talks, walls cracked. "I came out because the pain of hiding was worse," Jocelyn shared. Jordan pondered. The cost of authenticity versus suppression. A family dinner loomed, her parents insisting on meeting the miracle nanny. "Bring her," her mother said. Jordan agreed, a plan forming. Test the waters, gauge reactions. But inside, doubt festered. If they reject her, they'll reject me. The dinner was a powder keg. At the upscale restaurant, her parents grilled Jocelyn. "What makes you different from the others?" her father asked. Jocelyn smiled, understanding that families come in all shapes. Her mother's eyebrow arched. "All shapes? Like those alternative lifestyles?" Tension spiked. Jordan intervened. "She's great with the kids." But later, her mother pulled her aside. "I sense something off. Be careful. She might influence you wrongly." Jordan's blood boiled. Wrongly? Like being true to oneself. The slip hung heavy. That night back home, Jordan confessed to Jocelyn. "They're blind to who I am." Jocelyn's embrace was comforting. "Then show them or don't. But choose for you." The decision weighed. Confront or conceal. As they parted, a gentle kiss sealed budding love, but Jordan's mind raced. This path leads to conflict. Am I ready to pay the price? The gala arrived like a storm, opulent halls filled with society's elite, whispers trailing Jordan like shadows. She wore a sleek gown masking inner turmoil, her date, a platonic colleague on her arm for show. But her thoughts were with Jocelyn babysitting the triplets. "I should have invited her," she regretted, smiling through toasts. A confrontation brewed when her parents cornered her. "Time to settle down," her father boomed. "We've arranged meetings with suitable men." Jordan's facade cracked. "Suitable? For your image, not mine." Her mother's eyes narrowed. "What's gotten into you?" "That nanny's influence." Fury ignited. "Jocelyn's the best thing for the kids. And me." The admission slipped, drawing gasps from nearby guests. Her father pulled her aside. "Explain." Heart-hammering, Jordan whispered. "I'm gay, Dad. Always have been." Shock rippled across his face, then anger. "This is nonsense. Think of the family name, the business." He stormed off, her mother following, tears in her eyes. "You've ruined us." Jordan stood frozen, the weight of her words crashing down. "I've lost them. But I've gained truth." News spread like wildfire, tabloids blaring. Billionaire heiress comes out. Family in turmoil. Stocks dipped slightly, board members panicked. Back home, Jocelyn waited, concern etched on her face. "I saw the headlines." Jordan collapsed into her arms. "It's done. No turning back." Their kiss deepened that night, a release of pent-up emotion, but stopped short of more. Boundaries respected amid chaos. "I love you," Jordan murmured. Jocelyn's response. "I love you too. But this storm's just beginning." Retaliation came swift. Her parents froze assets tied to the family trust, citing moral clauses. Calls flooded. Relatives disowning, friends distancing. The triplets sensed the shift, clingier than ever. "Why is Grandma mad?" one asked. Jordan's heart ached. "Grown-up stuff, sweetie." Inside, she questioned. Was coming out worth this pain? The kids deserve stability. Jocelyn supported, but strains showed. Your family's hurting you to control you, she said. Jordan nodded, but doubt lingered. Maybe I was selfish. A betrayal cut deeper when Jordan's cousin, eyeing her position, leaked private emails to the press, ones hinting at her IVF choices, painting her as unnatural. Outrage ensued, conservative groups protesting outside her office. Protect traditional families, they chanted. Jordan's resolve wavered. This is damaging the kids. She confronted her cousin at a family meeting, tensions explosive. You did this for power? He sneered. You're the one destroying our legacy with your lifestyle. Fists clenched, Jordan walked away, but the wound festered. Family betrayal, the ultimate price. Jocelyn faced her own backlash. Old friends from her hometown resurfaced online, slamming her as the homewrecker. You're corrupting a good woman, one messaged. Jocelyn confided in Jordan. It hurts, but I've been here before. Their bond strengthened, late nights discussing ethics. Is love worth the societal fallout? Jordan pondered. Society's defined by the loudest voices. But my happiness, our happiness matters. Yet, a moral quandary arose when a board member offered a deal. Retract the coming out, fire Jocelyn, stabilize stocks. For the company's sake, he urged. Temptation gnawed. If I retract, the pain stops. But it's a lie. Jocelyn sensed her wavering. Don't sacrifice us for them. The argument flared. It's not just us, the employees, the kids' future. Jordan shouted. Jocelyn's eyes filled with tears. So, I'm expendable? She left, slamming the door. Alone, Jordan agonized. I've hurt her. Is this the cost of my choices? Reconciliation demanded honesty. Jordan found Jocelyn in a park, benches wet from rain. I won't retract. You're my future. They embraced, forgiveness hard-earned. But awakening dawned slowly. Therapy sessions revealed suppressed traumas, childhood pressures to conform, the isolation of success. Coming out was my first real choice, Jordan realized. Jocelyn shared her journey. The rejection that built resilience. Together they navigated media storms, public support from allies countering hate. The triplets adapted, their innocence a bomb. One evening as they read bedtime stories, Jordan thought, this is worth fighting for. Yet a final twist. Her mother reached out, voice trembling. I miss the grandkids. Jordan met her in a neutral cafe, guards up. You froze me out. Her mother sighed. We were wrong, scared of change. Tears flowed. Can we try? Jordan hesitated. Only if you accept me, all of me. The olive branch extended, but trust was fragile. Forgiveness or folly? She wondered. As bonds mended tentatively, Jordan reflected on the journey. From hidden desires to open wounds, choices defining her. The price was high, but the freedom priceless. Mending fences with her family was a minefield, each step laced with potential explosions. Jordan's mother visited the penthouse hesitantly, eyes darting to Jocelyn playing with the triplets. She's part of this now. Jordan nodded firmly. Yes, my partner. The word hung, testing waters. Her mother swallowed. It's a lot to process. Inside, Jordan seethed. Process? I've lived it for years. But she held back, choosing dialogue over discord. Take your time, but the kids need you unconditional. The visit ended awkwardly, hugs tentative, but a crack in the ice formed. Her father's absence stung deeper, silence his weapon. Board meetings turned hostile, some pushing for her resignation. Your personal life is a distraction, one claimed. Jordan fought back, data in hand. My leadership built this company. My orientation changes nothing. Support from progressive investors tipped scales, but the battle exhausted her. Am I proving my worth, or begging for acceptance? Jocelyn's encouragement anchored her. You're redefining success. Societal pressures amplified. A talk show invite arrived. Share your story, inspire others. Jordan debated. Exposure could help, but at what cost? Jocelyn urged. Your voice matters. The interview aired, Jordan raw. Hiding eroded my soul. Love isn't a scandal, it's human. Backlash followed. Hate mail, online trolls. But messages of gratitude poured in. You gave me courage. Awakening spread, Jordan realizing her pain-fueled change. The damage I endured, it's rippling outward. Betrayal resurfaced when Jocelyn's ex, jealous of her happiness, contacted Jordan anonymously. She's not who you think, unstable, unreliable. Doubt seeded. Is this true? Jordan confronted Jocelyn. An ex spreading lies? Jocelyn admitted past struggles. Depression after coming out. Therapy overcome. I didn't tell you because it's behind me. Trust teetered. Secrets? After all we've shared. The fight was brutal. You hid too. Jocelyn accused. Jordan recoiled. That was survival. Reconciliation required vulnerability. I fear losing you. Jocelyn softened. We're both scarred, let's heal together. Moral dilemmas peaked with the triplets preschool. Parents petitioned against non-traditional influences, citing Jordan's publicity. Protect our children, they argued. Jordan met the principal anger controlled. My family is valid. The school sided with her, but the sting lingered. Society's bias, it's poisoning innocence. She shielded the kids but internally questioned. Did my choices harm them? Jocelyn reassured. They see love, that's what counts. A turning point came at a pride event, Jordan speaking publicly for the first time. Cheers drowned doubts, Jocelyn by her side. This is liberation, she thought. But her father appeared unexpectedly, face etched with regret. I watched the interview. Words failed him initially. I was wrong, pride blinded me. Jordan's tears fell. You hurt me. He nodded. Can you forgive? The embrace was cathartic but boundaries set. Acceptance, not tolerance. As family reunited cautiously, Jordan and Jocelyn's relationship deepened, challenges forging strength. Date nights stole amidst chaos, whispers of future. Marriage, perhaps more kids. We've paid dearly, Jordan reflected. But the reward, authenticity. Yet, a final conflict. A lucrative merger required schmoozing conservative partners. Compromise your image, the advisor suggested. Jordan refused. No more hiding. The deal faltered, stocks dipped, but integrity held. Losses are temporary, self-respect eternal. Awakenings multiplied. Jocelyn reconnected with her estranged sibling, inspired by Jordan's journey. Your courage sparked mine. Together they volunteered at LGBTQ+ centers giving back. The triplets flourished, oblivious to storms, their laughter a testament to resilience. One night as Jordan tucked them in, a child asked, "Why do you and Aunt Jo hold hands?" Jordan smiled. Because we love each other. Simple truth, profound impact. But peace was fragile. A scandal erupted when a rival company dug up dirt, falsified rumors of embezzlement tied to Jordan's distractions. Investigations cleared her but damage done. This is the price of visibility, she lamented. Jocelyn's support unwavering. We rise above. Their bond, tested by fire, emerged unbreakable. In quiet moments Jordan pondered the path. From isolation to connection, sacrifices paving way. Was every choice right? Debatable. But regret? None. The merger fallout lingered, whispers in boardrooms questioning Jordan's judgment. Personal drama over business sense, critics muttered. She countered with innovations, steering the company to new heights, proving detractors wrong. But inwardly the toll mounted. Sleepless nights, anxiety spikes. I've traded one prison for another, public scrutiny. Therapy helped unpack it. Authenticity doesn't erase pain, it reframes it. Jocelyn shared sessions, their partnership a lifeline. Familial harmony teetered. Holidays brought uneasy gatherings, her parents tiptoeing around topics. We're trying, her mother said. Jordan appreciated, but scars remained. Trying isn't enough, full acceptance is. A breakthrough at Thanksgiving, her father toasted. To family in all forms. Tears flowed, healing incremental. Yet, Jordan wondered. Is this genuine or performative? Societal awakenings clashed with regressions. Legislation threats loomed. Bills targeting LGBTQ+ rights, fueling protests. Jordan funded advocacy, her platform amplifying voices. Silence is complicity, she declared. Jocelyn joined rallies, their activism bonding them. But risks escalated. Threats arrived, security tightened. Is exposure worth the danger? Jordan fretted, especially for the kids. Jocelyn's resolve. Hiding empowers bigots. We fight. A personal crisis hit when one triplet fell ill. Hospital stays testing limits. Amid beeps and worries, Jordan clung to Jocelyn. I couldn't do this without you. Doctors praised their unity, but a nurse's side-eye reminded. Not everyone accepted. Recovery brought gratitude, perspective sharpened. Life's fragile. Why waste on pretense? Betrayal's echo returned via a friend, leaking intimate photos. Innocent but twisted by media. Billionaire's scandalous affair. Headlines screamed. Jordan sued but privacy shattered. This violation, it's dehumanizing. Jocelyn raged. They reduce us to sensationalism. United, they issued a statement. Love isn't news, respect is. Public sympathy shifted but trust eroded. Who can I rely on? Moral reckonings deepened. Jordan reflected on her pre-coming out life. The hollow successes, suppressed self. I betrayed myself longest. Jocelyn echoed. We all make choices, some wrong leading to right. Their dialogues dissected ethics. Is outing oneself a duty or personal? No easy answers but growth evident. Highs balanced lows. The triplets' 5th birthday party. Filled with joy. Jocelyn proposing subtly. Forever. Jordan's yes ring exchanged privately. This commitment. Amid chaos, its anchor. Family attended. Awkward but present. Her mother's hug. I'm proud. Jordan's heart swelled but caution lingered. Pride now, rejection later? As years hinted at passing, though story arcs closed, Jordan's empire stabilized, inclusive policies implemented. Change starts within. Jocelyn pursued her passion. Writing a book on non-traditional families, inspired by their saga. Our story, its hope. Climax crested in a TED Talk, Jordan sharing. Choices define us, the wrong ones teach, the right ones liberate. I chose love over legacy, truth over tradition. The price? Immense. The gain? Immeasurable. Applause thundered but inside. Did I choose correctly? Debatable. In the end, as they watched the city from their balcony, hands entwined, Jordan whispered, no regrets. Jocelyn smiled. None. Yet the journey's scars reminded. Life's no fairy tale. Was coming out the ultimate right choice, or did the collateral damage outweigh the personal freedom?